Matthew Rosenberg, Jesus Marino, and Karen Grant head for colder climates as Riddler's search for the 5 keys sends Black Masks to the furthest reaches of Russia. But Two-Face is hot on his trail and will do anything to get the key for Catwoman. Matthew Rosenberg continues his extremely fun villain-centric storyline, pitting familiar villains and people who have teamed up together in the past against one another. Much like the last issue, this installment changes up the premise yet again, almost entirely dropping Joker's recollection of events for a more straightforward, linear approach in storytelling. I enjoyed Roman Sionis getting a spotlight on his ruthless business tactics this issue, explaining why Riddler hired him for the team. It's pretty cool, as well as in a book like this, which is effectively out of continuity, that we can also have villains, while not kill each other outright, seriously wound each other and hurt each other, as seen here in this issue, with Roman leaving Two-Face for dead with 3 bullets in him in the cold Russian winter. I'm looking forward to seeing more of that as the book goes on, with villains battling one another for these parts of what I assume is a mother box. Jesus Marino and Karen Grant continue the trend of 2 artists per issue, and Karen's work this issue was really pleasing. I quite enjoyed how bleak and dark the artwork was, fitting given that it was set in northern Russia in the middle of the winter. I also quite liked how he depicted Black Mask throughout this issue, sort of blending him in with the background a little bit so he kind of looked like this moving shadow. The Joker Presents, a Puzzlebox issue 3, was another really great installment in Matthew Rosenberg's series, dropping Joker's recollection of events and focusing on Black Mask and his knack for violence-filled business deals as the mystery of Riddler's death unfolds even more. I'm going to give this issue a 10 out of 10. The Joker Presents, a Puzzlebox issue 3, finds Gordon returning from a break with Joker to find the villain welcoming him back, knowing the man wants to know how he found the box. Gordon wants to know who killed Riddler, but Joker says it's the same thing. Sometime before in Russia, Black Mask and his right-hand man trudge through the snow, almost at their destination as Black Mask sees something out in the snow. The soon keeps moving as inside a nearby tavern, Roman's henchman knows the man they have come to see is there. Soon they meet with Dima, who knows who Roman Sionis is. Mask wants him to cut the pleasantries and get to business, since the man has come for something he wants. One of Dima's men knows he's being disrespectful, but Roman doesn't understand him, knowing he doesn't like it. He's angered that none of the men speak English, but his henchman tells him to be careful, since the men are former Russian military and have done some very bad things, and it means they must stay out there in the cold hellscape and never return home. Roman doesn't care, knowing that he's a dangerous man as well, as Dima says they speak English rather well. Roman is glad, since he is a dangerous man who's travelled a very long way to do business and they don't want him getting angry. Dima knows all too well who Black Mask is, reminding him while he's dangerous in Gotham, this isn't Gotham, as soldiers come out and surround Black Mask. Dima tells him to take off his mask so they can talk like real men, but Roman says his mask stays on and the guns don't scare him, since he's had guns pointed at him before, and this meeting won't be going his way. Dima isn't happy with the threats, saying that he's a funny man like the Joker. Roman says that he's a businessman and doesn't do threats, wanting to make sure Dima understands the terms of their deal. Roman eats from the table as he grabs his bags, saying that his associate Mr. Brill told him Dima and his men found an artifact that is worthless to them but priceless to his people, and he came there for an honest business transaction like a real man. He dumps the money on the table, asking if Dima can say the same. Gordon asks if Black Mask got one of the pieces of the master engine, but Joker says that he didn't say that since there are so many players in this game. Outside the cabin, Two-Face arrives, finding everyone but Roman dead inside the cabin. Two-Face orders Black Mask to hand over the engine piece, hoping Roman doesn't mind carrying the money for him. He ushers the silent villain outside, knowing that he's not very talkative as Roman pulls a gun on him. Two-Face, however, shoots him in the back, wondering if he thought about how this was going to go. He shoots Roman again, saying that he was always a fool. Two-Face takes the heavy bags, wondering why he has to do everything himself, with Harvey telling himself it's because he shot Roman in the back. He contacts Selena, telling her what happened when suddenly he is shot 3 times by Black Mask, who says that he should have aimed for his head, since Mr. Brill looks like a maxi pad now. The real Roman unmasks the fake one that Two-Face shot, revealing it was his associate. Roman says that he bought another mask with him just for this type of occasion, wanting the dying Harvey to keep it as a souvenir since he's taking back the puzzle piece. He leaves the villain with some money in case he is able to get a cab out there, not wanting to leave Harvey to walk in the condition he's in. Picking up the phone, Roman tells Selina that he thinks they need to have a word, telling her not to go anywhere.